Okay. Good morning, everybody. All right. So, I want to first thank everybody. Good morning to you. If you're just coming in, I know it's kind of early. I haven't put up only because I'm just observing. Crew, what's going on? I hope you're all right. Probably going to work and everything, huh? Or just got there. But yeah, thank you to everybody on my channel. I'm reading your comments and all that. Miss G, what's going on? Good morning. So I've been watching other people's content, and then I hear things, even though people say that they don't want to mix streams and stuff, and I agree with that. I still see that happening sometimes. People mention things. I've mentioned things. I'm trying to watch myself. But in general, I was just perusing the YouTube streets, and what I see is a lot of fuckery. And my thing is, yeah, Tony, you're right. I just saw Tony's part of his stream, which set the precedent for, the rest of his stream he did, the last one, like basically saying you guys are slow, and I agree. Good morning, everyone. Okay, be safe, crew. But he was talking about like what was going on with Grinch and Taz and Nyla. People, I don't even know whose channel it was. I guess it was Nyla's channel. I don't know. And I did see that stream when they were discussing different things, and of course, Twin was in the chat room. There's a lot of people in the chat room, and I'm glad Tony was calling people out by name, because that's something that people like to do. They like to hide in the chat room and then, delete their comments and stuff and all that, or delete streams and everything. And I'm not saying that's what they're going to do. I'm just saying people do that. And my thing is, like, what the hell is wrong? Like, if you're being a strag, I'm trying not to cuss. If you're being a strag, if you're acting like a hoe, if you're doing hoish things in the street, then somebody telling you you're doing hoish things, you shouldn't have a problem with that. You know your hoish ass is out there doing shit you ain't got no business doing. So that's the premise of this video on my channel. But first I want to say good morning to everybody. Y'all hit that like button. Everybody, thank you for being here. Hey, Nicole, hey, how you doing? Who is that? He said good morning, Nicole. Gab. And there was a girl named Nicole. That is not me, y'all. Whoever that heifer is in the chat room, Asha, hey, she said, Nicole, how you doing? Yeah. I am not, that is not me. I was not on that stream as just Nicole, Nicole. That's not me. So y'all can stop, people can stop emailing me about that shit. That ain't me. Tony Garrison, Doug. Good morning. So Tony Garrison had, he just put a stream together last night, I guess, and he was talking about, y'all are slow, and I agree. I mean, if Grinch want to call these heifers Straggs, let him call them Straggs. Hell, like, how you gonna stop a crackhead from being a crackhead? Hugging him? No. You're not gonna stop a crackhead from doing crack by giving them hugs and kisses. You gotta call them out. You a goddamn crackhead. We're gonna take you to this treatment. No, sit your ass down. We're gonna take you to this treatment plant, this facility, and you're gonna get some good, hard learning, because you need to relearn what you've been doing, because what you're doing is wrong. That's what the hell needs to happen. Like, so calling women a strag. If you ain't a strag, then heifer let it fly. Like, why are you worried about it? What's going on, Psychopathias? So I'm looking at that, and then they're going into colorism. They're talking about the dude. Like, they had the same discussion a while back with Grinch again, and he had some good points. He was talking to this lady, Queen Majesty, and what was it? She had two children, one by a Mexican man, one by a man who was black and white. And they asked her, have you dated? She kept saying, like, in the chat room, I was gone by then, but I watched the playback. And she was saying something about how black men need to be careful because Spanish women, white women, Asian women, you know, even like Swedish women and stuff, they don't have your best interest in heart. Good morning, Water Sniper. Hey. So I was like, lady, like, really though? She was going on, and just in the beginning of the stream, she was talking like she had some sense. Everything was cool. By the end of the stream, she acted like she didn't know what was going on. She wanted to talk over the guys that were there. She wanted to say all this stupid stuff. She didn't bring nothing to the table. Somebody was like telling her, look, I think it was Artisan. He was like, look, everything you saying, we already know that. Thank you. We don't need your words, whatever. Like, I need it. Thank you. But all she was saying was, y'all need to watch out dating other women from other races. Be careful. Bitch, you didn't take your own advice. You did not take your own advice. You weren't careful. You're out here having kids with people, getting married multiple times, not being careful with what you're doing. Then you want to turn around and say, oh, well, mixed children, you can't build a black community with mixed children. Really? So you're basically, in Charles' point, he was like, you are insulting people who are in the chat room, possibly, who are mixed, or who, you know, who identify themselves as black, like Grinch, for instance, but who are mixed. And when I looked at that, and I was like, yo, he's right, because, you know, you're insulting people like myself. You're insulting people that are related to me. You know, and the insult is what it is. You know, I kind of expect that from women nowadays, that they're going to insult you and do whatever because something is wrong with them a lot of times. And I'm not trying to curb my words and nothing like that. I'm not trying to, like, today I'm sick of it. I'm sick of, like, people saying, I don't mean all. If you don't understand that I don't mean all, then get the fuck away. Because I shouldn't have to keep saying, I ain't talking about all. I ain't talking about all. I wish people would stop saying that bullshit. If you don't realize that somebody is saying something in general terms, then why the fuck are you here listening to stuff that people have to say? Anyway. Like, if you are that dumb that you don't realize a person is not talking about everybody, I shouldn't have to keep saying not all. You know, some but not all. Some but not. I shouldn't have to keep saying that shit. So I ain't gonna say it no more. If I say something, you need to already know that's what I mean by that. Because I get sick of that shit. Like, people are like, oh, I ain't talking about all. Kick your bitch ass on somewhere. Yes, exactly. Psychopathia knows what I'm talking about. That shit gets tiring as hell. Like, I feel like I'm talking to little kids. Well, I have to keep kids in a second grade classroom. I have to keep saying, I'm not talking about all of them. I'm talking about a specific group of people. Fuck that shit. Say what the hell you need to say. Get out of the way. And that's why I have respect for Grinch. That's why I have respect for people like him. Because that guy, y'all don't realize, but Grinch reminds me of my brother, my baby brother, the youngest. He reminds me of him so much because he'll be like, I'll step on these hoes. Fuck these hoes. And I laugh my ass off because I'm like, what you gonna do, little nigga? You ain't about to do shit. And he's like, I'm gonna step on these hoes. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm like, all right. So when I heard, you know, and then he does, and it just surprises the hell out of me when he does it. I'm just like, whoa. But yeah, you know, my dad will be like, he just give him the nod. You know, men know that nod. Like, yeah. You know, if you a hoe, ain't no man gonna treat you with respect. And if you a hoe, if you're not a hoe, and people talking about hoes and Straggs, and you get mad, my automatic scientific hypothesis, I can't make a conclusion yet because I don't have evidence, but my scientific hypothesis is you are probably a hoe. You're probably a hoe. Or you have hoish ways. Or you're probably a Stragg. Or you know a Stragg. Or you have Stragg tendencies. There's some deposits of male genetic material floating around, you know, this area perhaps. Maybe this area down here. Maybe some remnants of male genetic material floating around. And maybe it's in your hair. I don't know. Hey, I don't know. These heifers use semen as damn shampoo and conditioner nowadays. Who knows shit? But I do know that y'all need to leave Grinch the fuck alone. Because he is, what the hell is he gonna do? Like, it's not like he can intimidate you. If you're intimidated by this man's words, then you are dumb as fuck. Like, you're stupid. Why would you even do, like, everything he's saying? He's like, you know, step on these Straggs, step on these Straggs. That's fine. You know, what the hell? Yeah, you got some Stragg tendencies, Gab. You know, these women, a lot of times, they got Stragg tendencies. And I remember, you know, I respect Mickey, but when I was when Kendra was saying what she said on your channel about, I might put links in after the stream, but you know, she was like, if it doesn't apply, let it fly. That's every day. Why are people acting like they're so sensitive about that? If it doesn't apply, let it fly. If somebody's out on the street, I'm about to, you know, when I go to work, walking on the street, somebody might say, hey, bitch, what's going on, bitch? Fuck you, bitch. You know, they might say something like that. Do you think my ass gonna turn around? Hell no, because I ain't no bitch. So I'm not gonna turn around. I'm gonna keep walking, do what I do, you know, whatever. But I'm just like, I don't understand how you can take things so seriously. It's not that big of a deal. You know, and for him saying that, women at this point in time, with everything going on in the world, women should be glad you have men that are being honest, that are telling you. And I mean, what if Gab just said something important too? He asked a question too. I'll get to that in a minute. But he was saying, what's going on, Locast? You know, this is what we do with Straggs. I deal with Straggs all the time, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay. But Gab asked the question, what if they're talking directly to you? If they're talking directly to you and you are not a Stragg, why are you responding? Why are you standing there like a dumb heifer letting this dude say it to you? Unless you have a weapon to defend yourself, because it might get a little ugly. What's wrong with you using them feet to walk on? You know, I mean, it ain't that hard to just walk away. And isn't that something that women tell men? He shouldn't have hit her. He should have walked away. He should have walked away. What's going on, Craig J? Good morning, everybody. I mean, I'm just like, okay. Thank you, Gab. Yeah, y'all press that like and subscribe button. You hit up that. I don't know if the super chat even showing up. I don't even know, because the way my mouth is, they probably done turned it off. Who knows? But y'all hit that up. Hit me up. But yeah, I'm like, I don't understand. Like what Tony was saying, y'all are dumb. Y'all dudes is dumb. Like, they are dumb as hell. Like, you going on and you're saying, and then why argue? Exactly. And that's what they always, a lot of women will tell men, well, you shouldn't argue. You shouldn't argue with him. You shouldn't argue with her. Oh, you shouldn't. Oh, kill him. Oh, kill him. You shouldn't argue with them. I'm like, didn't you just argue with him for like 3 hours? Like, what the hell? Why do you just walk away? If it doesn't apply, let it fly. That's the main thing I live by. I don't deal with people like that on a regular basis. Of course, I deal with people like Grinch all the time. My brother, like I said earlier. And that's why I understand his angst. I understand what he's talking about with a lot of these little young hoes out here in the streets who want to act like they brand new. Okay. Want to act like they don't know what's going on. And so when I was on, and I've been waiting a long time to talk about this, because when I was on Gab's channel and we had that panel and we had that feminine ass dude twin, yes, I'm saying it, feminine ass dude twin on there, that was really, he's a symbol of a lot of dudes out here who want to cape and scrape and try to defend these women. And I'm like, you know, they can defend themselves. Good morning, Tony. What's going on? They want to defend, they can defend themselves, because when it comes to men having to deal with issues, women like, these women will kind of like step out the way. Oh, I don't feel it's necessary for me to, I don't feel safe and comfortable. You know, they do the, he clutching pearls and shit. Oh, I don't think we should say anything about that. The fuck? Really? Good morning, sheep stay sleep. How you doing? Twin, yes. That bitch ass dude, man. I can't. When you sound, I'm gonna stop. Y'all already know what I'm about to say. I'm not gonna say it. I ain't gonna say it. But anyway, I felt so uncomfortable on that panel because of him. I will say that. Curling in, what's going on? Good morning. Y'all hit that like button. I got 21 people watching, 10 likes. Y'all hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, if you're new coming in. But I was very uncomfortable for many reasons, but the main reason I was uncomfortable on that panel is because Twin was there and he kept talking about his feelings. Like every time he talked about his feelings, I'm like, like I'm just like flinching. Like I'm in the car. Oh my God, I'm driving from work. I done dealt with all this bullshit at work, and I'm driving home, and I'm like, what the hell? What's this? So when I came on, I was like, dude, like you can't be, you know. And if you notice, he's very feminine. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna stand on what I just said. Like he's very feminine, because when I was talking, when other people were talking, he was doing this thing that old Southern or old women do. When you talk, when a man is talking, or when anyone is saying something that they don't like, or they're not familiar with, or they can't give a rebuttal to, they do something that old women do. Because my grandmother does this shit. My aunties do this shit. When you say something serious, they're like, they do the bitch shit. The bitch shit. That's what they do. And that's what he was doing. If he gets mad, I don't care. Like, whatever. Your name is Twin. Kick rocks. So, I mean, he's doing this, and I went back and listened to the playback from Gab's channel. Shout out to Gab. Y'all go to Gab. He got a lot of good content. Gab is the mediator. Gab is Rodney King. Gab is Ed Bradley. Gab is Mike Wallace. Gab is all of that. Dre, what's going on? So I'm looking like, okay, you're saying in the background. I'm like I didn't hear that shit when I'm talking. Like I didn't hear that shit when other people are talking. Like, if you're gonna do the like an old bitch, like an old woman with 6 cats, and if you're gonna do that, mute yourself, dummy. Like, mute yourself. There's a button right there next to the thing. You can hang up. You can mute. Try it out every once in a while. How about you try that? Artisan MC, what's going on? Yeah, I think you were saying one time when they were talking to the lady, I was talking about it earlier, Queen Majesty, you were like, thanks, you know, duly noted. We didn't need to hear all that mess. I think that was you that said that. It was hilarious. But yeah, it's same thing with Twin. It's funny how I feel I have the same type of feelings, or the same type of you know, thoughts and conclusions for men and women. That should not happen. A lot of times you should have like different conclusions for men and women. Why? Because men and women are different. But I'm finding myself having similar conclusions for men and women. And that dude Twin, Taz is like my cousin, one of my cousins, Troy. And Troy is like, oh my God. He pops, first of all, his phone never works. So when you call him, oh, it's like static. I don't know where the fuck he be at. It's like static. It's you can barely hear him. It sounds like he got the phone in his mouth. It sounds a mess. And then when he's talking to you, he's popping off. Just to say one thing, he got to pop off. He has no filter when it comes to conveying a message. The messages that he's conveying make no sense and don't go with the topic. He's dumb as hell. He is short bus. Like, like not short bus for real, but he acts short bus as hell. Like, he's really slow with that kind of stuff. And he act like he can't catch on to the topic. Like he acts like he can't catch on to what we're saying. And I'm like, dude, Troy, what the hell? Like, it's little Troy because his dad is big Troy. I'm like, little Troy, like, what the hell, man? Like, why you can't? And he's like, well, I don't need to hear that shit. I don't need blah, 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 blah. He's throwing stuff. I'm like, why are you throwing things? Why do you automatically? We're talking about planning a picnic for the family, and you throwing shit. You're throwing napkins. Why are you throwing napkins, sir? He's like, well, I don't have time for this shit. Blah, blah, blah. He's like a freaking Tasmanian devil. That's what the Tasmanian devil. But my cousin is like that. He's like a Tasmanian devil. He throws everything. He's like, fuck. And the last thing he always says, fuck y'all niggas. I'm going home. Fuck this shit. I ain't got time for this. I got bills to pay. he wants to run down a list of things he has to do when he gets home. Fuck that shit. I got bills to pay. I got laundry to do because a bitch won't do the laundry. I gotta cook. I'm like, okay, first of all, that's your problem. Emotional, yes. Emotional, just all over the place. He's like a volcano. And this is my cousin. Every time I see him, I'm like, why are you so mad? And he's like, me, shit, you smart as shit. You tell me. I'm like, okay. And then with BGS, what's going on, BGS? Good morning, Mrs. Legit. Renee, what's going on? He goes off. And just like Taz goes off. So when I see Taz, I'm like, okay, all right. You know, and then when I see, I've never met well, I have met people like Twin being like in a situation where I had to interact with them directly like that. So that was very hard. When I was on Gab's channel, having that live stream, everybody, we all talking logically, and he's coming in with the Steve Urkel, you know, feelings, nothing more than feelings. And that's all he wants to talk about. Yes, he's Mr. Short Bus Shawty. If you go watch that video called Short Bus Shawty, it's animated little clip. I just can't. So I'm just saying, it's very clear to me from what Tony was saying and what I've seen on some streams, the division between black men and black women that are going to do the right thing and act the right way, and black men and black women who are going to stay over there. It's becoming very clear. It's getting wider and wider. That division is getting, in my opinion, is getting wider. I could be wrong, but I just, I can't. Joseph Elliott, good morning. How you doing? But yeah, I saw that and I was like, why are you doing this? Like, what are you thinking? And people don't even think about how they're being, like I said earlier, how you're portraying yourself. And I try to portray myself, you know, a certain way. You know, this is not even portray myself. This is just how I am. Like, sometimes I'm going to pop off. For instance, I was on Cerulean. We were talking about something and Max cut me off. And I got tired of getting cut off. So I just popped off on Max. Max, I apologize. You know how I feel. Yes, everything's cool. We good. We good, baby. We good. We good. So, but I popped off on him. I'm sorry for popping off on him. But he kept cutting me off. And I was like, Max, God damn it. Like, I was like, Max, no. I'm going to say what I have to say. So I got a little bit perturbed and went off on him. But I don't go off on somebody and then bring in bullshit. Taz, Twin, other people, JV, maybe. I don't do that. I don't cut you off and be like, let me talk. He said, let me talk on BGS channel. I was like, what the fuck? That sounds like a woman. Yeah, Max cuts everyone off. I think he's like half asleep and stuff. And then he'll be snoring. I can hear it. And he'll just come back in. Oh, hey guys, blah, blah, blah. He'll come back in. Max is cool. He's cool. He need to stay the hell off RBR. I suggest that ain't gonna work. Because that dude is crazy. But yeah, he still brings, you know, good points and everything. I think he, you know, he has a certain way of looking at things, and that's cool. You know, that's appreciated. But a lot of the people that are on certain panels, I can't. I just can't. And Tony went in with the chat room. He was like, you know, calling people's names out in the chat room. And I said, yeah, that's it's obvious. Like, people who ride the fence, who don't know what they want to do. Like, I didn't really know what I wanted to do when I first came, but I had my specific set of topics for content that I wanted to put out, and I put that out. But as far as like just you over here, but then you're over there, and talking against Grinch, like, where is that gonna get you? You're still a fucking Strag. Like, by talking about him, you are presenting Stragosity. You are practicing Stragavelli, the Church of Straggism. You're a Straggovite. Shout out to Sheep Stay Sleep. Shout out to Art Nustel. You are practicing Straggism. Straggism. Straggovite, the Church of Stragentology. It's a Stragocracy. Welcome to Straggle Rock. Shit. I mean, that's what you're doing. By saying, Grinch ain't shit. Grinch don't need to be talking to us. Grinch don't need to be saying we Straggs and we hoes and blah, 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 blah. Okay, get the dicks out your mouth. After you finish getting the dicks out your mouth, now you can come back into reality and just be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. Like I said earlier, you got male DNA in this vicinity somewhere. You know, maybe here, maybe here, maybe here, maybe here. Like, somewhere on your body, somewhere, maybe in your belly button. I don't know, shit. I don't know what y'all gals be doing, but you got something somewhere, and you sit here, I can't believe he called these girls Straggs. What other name would you rather have? Skeezer? A whore? You know, what did you want? You know, a slut? Like, because I'm gonna call you a hoe, okay? I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, well, I can't talk. And I shouldn't have to keep saying not all, not all, not all. Like, that's just ridiculous. And at the same time, you have people who want to bring real information, and they're tapped down by short bus motherfuckers. Like, motherfuckers out here who want to be short bus and just dumb. Dumb on purpose. I can't. I'm going to read y'all chats and I'm going to get out of here. Yes, Stragavelli is what your YouTube record says you is. Short bus talk. Hey, Unreasonable Man, LaShann Jefferson. Nah, Strag perfect. Keith, what's going on? Good morning, everybody. I appreciate y'all coming here. I just had to get that off my chest. It's probably a rant. I don't know. I ain't going to be like Gab and take it down or something. Gab, Mr. Rodney King, let me all just get along. Yo ass. Like, I'm gonna take it down. Torian Rain, what's going on? Good morning. I'm not gonna take this down. I don't think I will, because certain things need to be said. It's a car rant. Sheep Stay Sleep. I know you do your car rants and stuff. I just get tired of women wanting to come into male spaces, or wanting to come in male spaces and trying to dictate what they are going to say and not going to say. You're not going to say that to me. Bitch, kick rocks. And I be in the chat room. Sometimes I'm in the chat room, I'm not even saying anything. I'm just sitting there watching the drama unfold. And I'm like, what is this? Like, what are you doing? What are you trying to accomplish by what? Like, you're not even carrying on a logical conversation with the dude. Like, I think I said this on one of my videos. I was saying, I was talking about a reporter, a news reporter, and they were going on saying it was about the black college students, one of them that got into like all these Ivy League schools, right? And I was saying that the reporter, I was like, man, fuck y'all. Look, all y'all do and read a teleprompter. Y'all don't do no real work. You need to do what you did to get your job, okay? You already know what that was. Do that. You know, just stay quiet. Do your thing over there. That is if you're not going to bring truth and facts. If you're going to be mean and be a dumb heifer, why are you over here? Why are you coming to Memphis? Why don't come to my space either? Don't come to my area. Don't come to my channel either. Because I'm not going to deal with a bunch of dumb heifers that want to just be like, well, these guys are talking so bad. We can have, like Ren said, I agree with what Ren said. This is a neutral zone. We can have a neutral zone. Okay, that's fine. Good morning, Reigning Woman. Hey, Percival Jenkins. Joseph Elliott. I don't know if I called you out already, but good morning, everybody. Yeah, Reigning Woman, she is like one of the main women that I look to for knowledge and information and wisdom and stuff, because, you know, she just so calm, and I'm trying to learn that, you know, because I don't want to be all, I am a fire sign, but I don't want to be all like just all crazy and going off and everything. I don't go off my real life that much, but yeah, not that much. Maybe 2 times a week I go off, but it's not like short bus going off. Yes, I am a Leo, so twin pull Straggs out his hat. I'm not fooling with you today, BGS. I'm not. But having a neutral zone, if women want that, fine. You got my email, hit me up. The problem is women email me with a bunch of mess. Women email me saying I'm ugly. Women email me saying that I'm stupid. Women email me telling me that I'm a pick-me. Women email me telling me that I shouldn't go on men's panels. I shouldn't go on men's channels. But then your bitch ass is in the channel. Then you up there in the chat room. Yes, you know who you are. I'm not going to say your name, because that's just, no, I'm not going to do that. But you know who you are. You're in the same chat rooms. I'm like, didn't you just suggest, like, this is, good morning, my queen sister. This is just a suggestion to you. It would be nice if you would stop going in on men's channels and commenting in their chat rooms, because you're very mean. I'm like, oh, I mean, oh my God, you know, like, yes, like, I love it. Woo-hoo. Like, I'm just like, yeah, that's great, dumb heifer. So I'm like, really? Well, what's your name on there? And like, oh, this is my name. Okay, cool. Go on there. I look and see. Why the fuck are you still on the chat? Why are you on the chat? You stupid. Like, okay, you're not gonna stop me from doing what I want to do. And I'm thinking, like, women have been coddled so much in life that we think that it's okay to just talk shit to men all the time, and that's not true. Like, there was a time where women talk shit to men, they get their teeth knocked out. Nowadays, you have it where at least men will sit and talk to you. You know, they will sit and talk to you and have a conversation, and like BGS says, like, we give you enough rope to hang yourself. You know, to be a man, says simple-minded women. Yes, simple-minded women. Yeah, Obsidian will still be there with that goddamn echo box, you know. Cuts. Oh, thank you, BGS. I was just my main point when I'm on panels is to convey my message, you know, just to tell the truth. But I also like to remind people that I don't know everything. I'm still learning. You know, I learn about stuff every day. I learn from other people around me. You know, I learn from people that are on the panels with me, and that's cool. But don't think that I know everything. I don't. Like, I'm still trying to figure stuff out myself. Must be a Nicole. You was trill and always brought facts. Princess Fiona. Okay. Hey. I don't know. I've never seen you before, but what's going on? Rhoda Lloyd. Hey, I'm sorry if I come off a certain way. If I don't recognize your name, I'm kind of like, you know, y'all, if the mods in here will know if it's if we have some trolls or whatnot, they'll get rid of them. But Rhoda said, good morning, real talk, Nicole. Things aren't right indeed. Yeah, the truth will prevail. And that's one thing Bitter Truth Show says a lot, because he's the reason why I started to venture over to BGS and BGS for Women on his channels is because of Bitter Truth. Asante Bay, he was saying, you know, it's not about my truth or your truth, it's about the truth. You know, it's, and he always be like, oh, like, with his breathing. Shout out to Bitter Truth Show. Y'all go subscribe to his channel, but he just be so exasperated. And him and Marcus and everything, they be talking about different things. But yeah, he was saying, you know, he suggested that I go see what's going on BGS for Women. So I did. And I'm glad I did. Like, it's really cool to have women that look at things and men that look at things from all perspectives, not just from their perspective. That's important. Thank you, Princess Fiona. Oh, thank you. As long as open to learning, hell, most just go off hearsay and make believe. Yes, LaShawn. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. LaShawn or LaShawn Jefferson. Different nut back to... Okay. I can't with you, Percival. Hey, Charles Gilmore the third, CG3. Oh, you trolling? Okay. I'll let you troll for now. You cool. I guess you control. It's all right. Raining Woman said, I think us pick-me's stopped the Straggs from getting the attention that they were seeking from the guys. I do too. I think Kendra mentioned something like that. It's like the, you know, I'm called a pick-me, and I think Neon was talking about that too. And I'm just like, I don't need to be picked. I don't need to be picked for anything. I have somebody in my life. And those of us who speak intelligently and have, you know, we might pop off every once in a while, but we have something important we want to say, and it goes with the truth. It is the truth. So what are you talking about? Oh, thank you, Rhoda. Thank you. You're a logical woman. Yes. I mean, see, there's downfalls to being, you know, a very logical woman. There are some, I shouldn't say downfalls. There's some pitfalls and mistakes that women can make who are very logical. I've made them just a past couple of days. Made that mistake, but we made up for a good while, and so I'm okay. But I will say that, you know, just feeling what he's saying instead of like trying to solve everything is important. So just being more in my feelings. I'm trying to do that more and more. It's hard because when you work in an environment where it's like thinking, like there's not a lot of feeling going on. Yeah, I have to have one. So that's what I'm trying to do. And he even mentioned that. He was like, oh, you know, you don't seem as balanced. And I was like, yeah, I'm stressed the fuck out, like whatever. And he was like, okay, well, yeah, we need to work on that. So I was like, okay. But having somebody that would actually notice that and say something and, you know, try to work it out with you, that's important. Yeah, I'm not, thank you, Princess Fiona. I'm not, I know people have asked me to do hair stuff and makeup stuff. I'm not doing that. I'm not interested. I mean, I don't have enough, I don't think I have enough knowledge to do this type of videos. Rhoda said changes into ways. What? Change is something, but it's necessary. My brother's changed my outlook on life. Yeah, my brother changed my outlook on life too. Stephanie Flowers. I don't know who that is. To be a man, if you trolling me, okay, whatever. Tony, oh, just Tony shouting people out. Oh yeah, so I saw BGS's video this morning. It was on white women raising black children, specifically black boys, and that was very important because when you look at how some of the panels are with the women, like he said this before, like, oh, don't worry about the men, you know, forget the men, you should focus on your boys. And I was like, that's true. And I remember back in the day, even now, my mom is harder on me than she is on my brother. She's harder on me and my sister than she is on my brother. My brother you know, my dad, he's hard on all of us, but my mom is like, she specifically is targeted, you know, to be hard on myself and my sister. My brother, not only is he the only boy, he's the baby of the family. He's a baby boy. So it's like, you know, she wants to coddle him and stuff like that, and I'm just looking like, she ain't do that shit with us. You know, you ain't do that with us. And she's just like, I don't have to do that with you. You're a girl. And when she said that kind of stuff, I didn't realize it then, but now I realize that does something to your psyche as a child, because you'll be like, okay, why is she treating me differently? And that has been a problem in the black community for a long time, where black women want to raise their girls and love their boys. You know, and white women look at it like they're going to raise the children across the board. You know, I seen white women treat their daughters and their sons the same way. And it was very strange to me, because I was like, you know, she's a girl. And they're just like, so what? That's my child, you know. And I'm like, wow, okay. So I realized that we have differences in how we treat our children. And I told my boyfriend that. He was like, yeah, that makes sense, that white women would raise children better than black women, because he's like, black women have too much drama and baggage. He's like, black women have too much drama, too much baggage. Black women don't know how to deal with their hangups and issues from childhood. He told me, he was like, black women want to take out their issues with their father on their sons a lot. He said that's a problem. It's a big problem. You know, colorism issues. He said the mother might be light skinned and she has a son that's dark skinned. You know, that could be a problem for her. The mother could be dark skinned, have a son that's light skinned, and have a problem with that. You know, be like, oh, you need to date this type of girl. Put him into certain streams of social mobility that would suit her as a mother, instead of suit him, instead of making him a strong person in that, you know, in society that's changing. So that all of that is really heavy stuff. I'm trying to read the chat now. And 411, hey Ann, what's going on? Oh, you said driving but listening. Be safe. Good morning, producer HAC. I don't know if Torian is still in here. Oh, there he is. Hey Torian. Okay, thanks, Princess Fiona. I think you're a troll. I think you're trolling me. And if I find out your ass is trolling me, it's on. Okay? I'm gonna get Torian on your ass. He gonna bring some opioids to your house. No, I'm playing. Allegedly. But I'm just playing. Anyway, so that was a good video. I appreciate that. I also appreciated the other video about because this was a recommended video under that one, where you talked about BK. What was it? BK something. It was talking about like this group in the UK that BK Chat London. Is that what it was? BK Chat London. I think that's what it was. So the demographic in the UK and how it's different from the US, and how you have all these different, you know, cultures. They may be the same color, the same skin tone, or just, you know, black, but they are different cultures from different cultures. So I noticed that in my relationship, and I noticed that and that mixes in what I was just saying with how the mother treats the sons. So my boyfriend comes from a family, they're Belizean, they come from a family, it's 12 children in that family. So 7 girls and 5 boys. And they have the way that mom and dad treat the sons is similar to how my mom treated my brother, but a little different, because the culture is different. And I'm not saying there's like a culture clash, but the culture is a little bit different from ours, because they have different expectations for the boys that my mom didn't have for my brother. Like they have, and I don't know if it was because there were more boys or they were different ages, and he's the youngest, so there are a lot of older brothers, like all mixed throughout, like boy girl like that. And their culture is they have just more expectations for the boys. Like, for instance, like he was saying, oh, my mom was like, well, 2 jobs isn't enough, you know, all this stuff. And so some of his brothers and sisters have like 2-3 jobs, like and I'm like, why do they have so many jobs? He's like, they like to work. And it's not even that they like to work, it's just you're expected to do certain things. Like, you're expected to work, you're expected to produce. And like, one of his sisters is married, and she's like, well, you know, only works 1 job. And he was like, well, why do you only work 1 job? She's like, I'm married, I don't need to do all that stuff. So I saw that as like, it sounds weird, but I saw that as different from my family. So yeah, that's pretty much how it is. But I noticed that the way people from the Caribbean, the way people from the South raise their children, especially their boys, I'm talking about a 2-parent family, mom and dad is there. I think it's good. I think that there's more traditional values there. And I think what BGS was talking about in his video, from what I can tell, my interpretation was about single mothers. It's about single black women compared to single white women. And I can't get with the single mother thing. I don't, the single mother aspect, when you're talking about the video that he did, where you have single black women compared to single white women, society's still going to uphold single white women. You know, they call you a baby mama, they call her a single parent. So already you can see a separation in how you are viewed. The perception that people have of you is very skewed towards the white women. Whether she's raising a black child or a white child, is skewed. And it's not, nothing is skewed in your favor. You think getting a check is in your favor, but it's not. Because that's incentive to keep you there and not want to get married or better yourself and have a traditional stable relationship. I know that BGS is gonna laugh because he's probably like, oh, it's done, doesn't matter. I know. But at the same time, I think it's important to have conversations like this that are not all over the place. Just because somebody calls you a strag or says strag does not mean you have to respond every single time. So yeah, I'm gonna read through y'all chat and I'm out. What'd she say? Right, raising the issue causes negative. Yeah, simply raising the issue of, you know, white women raising black children better than black women. It will cause negative feelings because you start to prick on people's subconscious, prick on people's conscience, things that they have done or not done, you know, in their own lives. And I can see that. I know, Torian, I know. I was just messing with you. Hello, Korean. No, it's real. I don't hate either. Okay, that's cool, Princess Fiona. It's just, you know, one thing, maybe I have to do a video about that. When somebody has a topic and you come in talking about something completely different, like, how do you expect that person to take what you're saying? Like, I don't remember ever talking about like hair and stuff, you know. Should boys automatically go to men and girls and women? Your thought? Okay, producer said BGS Edmore spoke about how men only get children, oh yeah, less than 10% of the time. He said around 7%. I've always thought it should be 50-50 as well. Exactly, I did too. Should boys automatically go to men and girls to women? I think so. I think after a certain age, like around, I would say around 10 years old, I think that's when boys should go to their dad. I don't think, or, you know, it should be 50-50, dad and mom at that point. Because I feel like they still need their mom, you know, but not completely be with their mom. But I think at 10 years old, some people say like around 12 or around 15, that's too late in my opinion. Some people say around 7, and I could see 7 starting between 7 and 10 doing the 50-50 thing, mom and dad, and then around 12 years old, having them do like, or maybe after 10, between 10 and 12, having it be more like 80-20 or 60-40 dad and mom. I think that would be good. For girls, opposite, you know, mom and dad. I think that would be beneficial, because boys, I just feel like boys need to be with their dad before they go through puberty, not when they're going through puberty. Like, if they go to their dad at 12, that's a little late to me. You know, they already started smelling themselves. They already started putting on, you know, they put on deodorant. You know, they feeling like a little swag. They got a little swig on them, you know, got a little swag on them. They out here trying to holler at the little girls and stuff. They trying to get fresh. That's too late, because you don't have nobody there to, as a father, to like prune their swag a little bit, you know, help them to establish themselves, you know, as an individual male that is growing. Okay, cool, Ann. Thank you. I could never be a single mother. Life is hard as it is. Praise the single mothers who are holding down. Yeah, I mean, they're holding it down, but then you look at the result of them holding it down. So how effective are they being at holding it down? Hey, Brown Sugar Baby, how are you doing? Good morning. Single mothers. Oh, I miss you too. Oh, she came to my live chat. Yeah. LaShawn said single mother on purpose versus single mother cause the relationship didn't work out. You're asking, does it matter? I don't know the difference between that, because there are no babies that take a month to gestate. You know, gestation is about what, 9 months or so. And I don't know any babies that gestate for like a month. So if you are asking if that matters, I don't think there's a difference. If you're a woman, you're pregnant, you know you're pregnant, you either got yourself pregnant on purpose or a relationship didn't work out. Either way, it's your choice. You, like women say, it's my body, and you know this relationship isn't gonna go anywhere. Why are you gonna put yourself through that pain and suffering? You don't even have anyone there with you to help you. It doesn't make sense. Have a son and no positive male role. Yes, it's hard to be a single mother if you don't have a son. If you have a son and no positive male role models. Exactly, Ann. And there are women, you have 9 months to figure the shit out. Mind blown. Like, how you didn't figure this out? Like, you had 9 months, lady. Or maybe less than 9 months. Let's just say you had 6 months. Maybe you didn't know you were pregnant, whatever. But you had long enough time to do all that, to figure that all out. And now you're like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. These men suck. How dare they call me a strag? Like, okay, you were very irresponsible with your vessel. How can a man, Charles said, how can a man really be in a good relationship when most women don't really want to follow most men? Most women, in my opinion, think that most men are beneath them. I could be wrong about that. No, I agree, because a lot of women have education, they have their jobs, they have their careers and everything, which is just a long-term job, and they think that that's something that they can hold over a man's head, when that doesn't mean anything. Like, if you can do all that, like Shahrazad Ali talked about how, you know, as a woman, it's important for you to cook. It's important for you to be able to cook, because food sustains life. You know, if you can't, or you won't, some women just can't cook. But if you won't cook, then you are a dastardly heifer. In my opinion. You know, you dastardly. And I'm like, some women will say, I'm not cooking for him because he did X, Y, Z. Okay, how is that going to help you? Like, what the hell? You think that he's a man, he's not going to eat, he's not going to want to eat, he's not going to want to do certain things? Like, and it's not just about food, not just about cooking. It's about you something for him, giving to him. You're giving him your time and energy. You're taking something in one form and transforming it into another form that he can digest. Something that's healthy for him. You know, you're providing peace in his household. You know, and the old saying is like, you know, the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. I don't know about all that. But I do know niggas get hungry, shit. Like, they want to eat. They're hungry. And you feel like you're degrees and you're too degreed to do basic things. Clean the house. I mean, basic things. Let him come in the house. Let him get settled down. Don't come bombarding him with all your bullshit. Let him get settled down first and take a shower and do what he has to do and relax. Then come to him and, you know, if you haven't cooked already, ask him what he wants to eat or what he wants to do for that evening or something. So Charles, I agree. He said, however, that is what I see today because most relationships and divorce that end come from women, in my opinion. I think a lot of it is about misunderstanding. A lot of that is about a lot of it is about misunderstanding. You have women out here who don't even know themselves. You know, that could go on. That could be a whole nother video. Good morning, Soul Alchemy. Hey, I was using your soap. It's really, really good. I like your soap. I'm gonna have to get some more. I'm trying to come down some more. Jesse Veal the third. Hey, good morning. Oh, okay, no problem. Yeah, I see what you mean. Producer HAC. Okay. You said your son is 11. That's why I'm asking. Yeah, I think that, oh, that's perfect age, right in the middle. Yeah, I do think that men should have their children, their sons especially, 50 even their, I would say even their children, boys and girls, because I think it should be 50-50 because you have the girls who see their mom do things that I don't think girls should see their moms doing. I'm not talking about like sex or anything. I'm talking about the way they would talk to somebody on the phone, the way they talk to somebody in person. You know, sometimes the attitude is something that you see a little girl exhibit. Like, I can't tell you how many times I've seen a little girl like 5-6 years old. She's not even on the phone, but she's playing with somebody's phone. And she's like, she has the phone and she's like, what? Hello? Hello? No, 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 and she's just going off and she can't even talk. she can't even put sentences together. But she knows to and she knows to roll her neck, roll the neck. She knows how to do that. She knows how to do her hair back and forth like this, and her little hair be flopping. And you know, and she knows how to go and put the phone down, and put the phone, like, she would say something and put it down. And I'm like, where'd she learn this from? That little thing right there, that irks me. That's a pet peeve of mine, to see little kids doing that. Because I'm like, I know your mother taught you that. No man talks like that on the phone. You know, maybe Jussie Smollett. But anyway, you know, no man really talks like that on the phone. Women talk like that on the phone. Straggs may talk like that on the phone. You know, and they pass that to their daughters. Don't even realize that behavior is being passed down. Jesse said the results don't lie. The only way a single mother can work is with an extended family of men who fill in that male. Yeah, I agree. A clan. That's true. Princess Fiona said, if no relationship with parent of the same gender is established, this negatively is child once puberty hits. Yep. Yeah, that makes sense. The mother to the daughter, son to the father. 11 million abortions. Wow. 7 years old to the dad, both kids. This body had a key until I was married. That's what's up, brown sugar baby. The key opened that thing right on up. He was like, explosion. Courtney Saladin said, correct. She has to have help. Yeah, you have to have help. But the thing is, Straggs, because Grinch said something that I agree with. He said a strag is a bitch who just didn't adapt. Adapting and taking responsibility are pretty much the same thing. When you make you adapt yourself, you have to make an adjustment. Making an adjustment, realizing that there needs to be an adjustment, and then trying to find a solution. You know, taking responsibility. A lot of women are like, nah, I'm good. They don't want to take responsibility. Don Calypso, how you doing? Mad scientist. Hey. Yeah, she doesn't, Torian. She doesn't cater to women. She just say, look, y'all heifers, y'all know what you did. This is what it is. Don't act like you don't know what's going on. The first family doctor. Let's see. God, dip out, enjoy. Oh, no problem, Rhoda. You have a good day. Who's nurturing to a man can get the world from him. Yeah, I'm about to get off here, y'all. Thank y'all for the chat. Sorry I was kind of ranting in the beginning. I just get tired of bullshit. I get tired of the women like, you can't talk about women like that. And then when you have men that you know, when men that do something they don't like, we're gonna have 6,000 streams on this guy. You know, okay. We're gonna do 6,000 8-hour streams on this guy. We're gonna do these streams forever. Ride forever. Like, okay, for what? Like, what are you trying to do with yourself? Like, what are you trying to accomplish with this? And then you got dudes on there like Taz, short bus. And I know there's a bus emoji on here somewhere. But you got the short bus on there talking about, yeah, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, oh my God. oh God, I can't. So yeah. I can't deal with that. I'm just gonna sit back. I see it as more of that's more of entertainment to me. Like I have my laptop and my boyfriend just be sitting there laughing. He watches streams. He watches streams while they're going. He was there when I did when I taught the Prophet of Thought series. Shout out to Brother X. Y'all go subscribe to the Prophet of Thought series. And when I was talking on there, he was right there with me. And I'm saying stuff and he's like looking when I was talking about relationships a little bit. He's like shaking his head because he knows, like, he gets mad. He's like, man, you do all these fucking love streams, man, whatever. And I'm like, well, we're conveying messages. He's like, one day I'm gonna get up there and they're gonna be surprised. It's gonna be your face and my voice. And I was like, well, when you feel like doing that, do that. It's whatever. But I'm gonna holler at y'all. Enjoy your day. Y'all go to work. Do whatever y'all got to do. Y'all be safe. Whatever it is you're doing. I'll come maybe later on today with another live stream. Mine's gonna probably look a little different. I don't have any makeup on right now. Just some lip gloss. So y'all be safe. Y'all leave me some leave me some ideas in the comment section. Y'all hit me up on the email or leave me information, whatever you whatever kind of content you want me to put out, different topics and stuff. And I'll holler at y'all later. Hold on. Oh, hey Leo, I missed you. Leo Johnson, how you doing? My stomach's growling. I gotta get something to eat. Bye y'all. Peace.